Alright, Danny Beer versus the haters. Danny recently dropped his Fired Up edit. I'd say 90% of the reaction was positive, maybe a little bit less actually. There was some hate. There were some people who were livid that this was sabotaging rollerblading. A complete embarrassment. Oh, and they let us know. Now there was a few I covered in my reaction video. There was the bloke who said, this is not rollerblading. There was also the bloke who said, this is dumb. He then added, his 3-year-old daughter could do all the tricks that Danny Beer did. Wow, what a 3-year-old. Because I had so much fun covering those other ones, we're gonna do a few more. Now this one was in reply to another comment. You only thought some of it was dumb. I thought some of the clips were okay, but that was a shitty edit made to sabotage blading. He continues, replying to another person, I thought it was a lame joke. This is the mumble rap of blading. Sabotage blading? Wow man, flipping out, that's a bit over the top, isn't it? Sabotage, they're trying to boys, they're trying to sabotage rollerblading! You honestly think Danny Beer and John Julio have got together going, right, we're going to give you this pro boot because we think like you're dead good man, you bring something different, people are going to love it, like we need to be more inclusive, you know, you're super talented anyway, you can do it all Danny, you can do it all, here's a boot for you. Whoa, that's sold out, flipping heck, we made a rock of money, here you go Danny, here's your bit, here's my bit, we can continue to keep rollerblading going. This is really good. Okay, John, yeah, it does sound good. What's the next step? This is the bit, mate. This is a bit they'll never see coming, mate. They'll never see this one coming. We're gonna sabotage rollerblading. What, really? Yeah, that's it, that's the master plan. I've only been doing this for like, 2 decades plus, but this is what it's been building up to. Sabotage. Oh God, what? What are you talking about? It's only going to sabotage blading if the people who don't like it are so mortally wounded that they perish. Are you really the kind of person who's that offended by somebody's different take on rollerblading that you will absolutely stop? No, you're probably not, man. Come on. You've got more salt to you to not quit over this. Do you think there's people borderline, they're thinking about it. Oh, do you know, I've been thinking about this rollerblading recently. I've seen a fair few edits, I quite like them. Right, I won't make my decision now. I'm going to watch one more edit. Oh, Danny Beer, let's have a look at this. He's got that pro skate edit, it looks nice. See through in that. Nah, no way. I've not seen anything like this before, but I'm guessing it's all about this. This is all you're allowed to do. Oh God, come on man. Sabotage rollerblading. It's going to open the doors to new people, It's new, it's different people. So somebody said, if this is a real edit, I no longer want anything to do with rollerblading. Wow. The Danny Beer Fired Up edit has pushed this man to the edge where he wants to leave rollerblading. He is, oh God. He has seen too much. No. Wow. What are you talking about? You're not giving yourself much options. Give yourself an option, man. Focus on the parts of it you do enjoy. Don't leave rollerblading because of an edit. Overreaction. If you're that fair weather, people are going to start calling you Solomon, mate. When the going's not good, you're off. See ya, bye. I hope you do stay because guess what? There's loads of other types of rollerblading. Another one? I thought he was taking the piss at first, and then it got worse. Oh God. You thought he was taking the piss. He's quite a jovial character, and he does seem very happy. So that might, in comparison to other people, you don't always see a lot of people smiling. Some people take it very serious. Danny Beer is actually having fun. And you seem to have taken offence to that, and then it got worse. If anything, the tricks probably got progressively harder and more dangerous. By all accounts, you sat through it all, so there's that. At least we got the view. and a comment, so people are still talking about it. Absolute dog shit. Oh god. This one makes me laugh because I tend to say things are dog shit quite a bit as well. Not about people's edits. I'm maybe describing the surface of a London skate spot. Absolute dog shit. And then quite often there is actually dog shit there. So it is literal. Now if we take this literally, absolute dog shit. Absolute. So everything about it, again, was dog shit. I just don't think that holds any weight. He also says 4-minute edit, 1 trick. 1 trick? What is your definition of a trick? Who decided what's a trick as well? Ghost Boobs posted up a quite clever reply. Let's think about when rollerblading tricks were invented. Like when they came about, when we set the rules for rollerblading, the apparent rules, that would have been in the 90s and it would have been done by a bunch of teenagers. Thank goodness for those pioneers. But are we going to stick to the rules made by a bunch of teenagers? I know adults making the rules are barely any better, but I'm gonna side with those who are more mature and allow us to make decisions in the now rather than based on in the 90s. It took me a lot of time to set that in that stone, and I'm not changing it. No way, that's the rule. Don't care what happens, we're sticking with it. Good attitude. 4 minutes, 1 trick. So if we're going with, you know, a traditional trick, it's probably the fast slide. What about the 3 360s up 3 sets of stairs in a row? Then there was the thread the needle. That's definitely a trick. What was the thread the needle before? The fakey mono stair bash. Stair bash is a trick, right? I'm sure it's a trick. Then there was the topsole. He did that topsole up that angle, took his foot off, the groove foot off, put it on that other part, and then back on to go backwards in the topsole. That not a trick? There was all the fakey 360s, switch and natural. If it's not a trick, what is it? Like, what do I then class that as? I mean, I don't need to have a name. I could just go out and do it and have a load of fun. And there's plenty other things in there that do actually have names that you've decided are not a trick. This has to be a joke. It has to be a joke. What do you mean? I don't know what is massively funny about being dynamic, being athletic, clearly showing that you've dedicated a lot of your time into crafting your skills, being technically gifted. Sorry, gifted is the wrong word because he's earned it. So it's not so much a joke, but it's fun. You were close, it's fun. And that's all you need to worry about, mate. You don't have to like everything. There's loads of things out there you can like instead. Don't worry, it's not a joke, but you don't have to like it. It was like a 70% no and a 30% yes for me. I don't think I've ever considered giving like a percentage breakdown of how much yes and no an edit is. I've probably simplified it even more than that. I've just gone, did I like it or not? Yes or no. Not a percentage breakdown of it. It's an interesting approach. Might try and apply it to more things in my life. Dinner today was 70% no, 30% yes. Very below par. It was burnt. In all fairness though, that's not a bad one. That's just somebody going, I like this bit, I like that bit. Thanks for being quite specific with the percentage breakdown. A little bit of mystery is there as well. Wow, what bit was the 30% you liked? This means anyone can end up pro. You're just ignoring so much stuff. Oh man, anyone. How many people have the same technical ability and skill set as Danny Beer? Probably not a few. How many people have a better skill set than Danny Beer? Probably even less. Just falls apart so easily. Honestly, anyone. This makes me think you don't understand the nuances of rollerblading or what's gone into those tricks. He's not got a pro skate out of nowhere. Have you seen any of his other edits? You'll see the elements and the foundations that built into this edit. You can't just do these tricks. Oh man, I'm not feeling it. It's far from the aggressive style that made me fall in love with skating. It makes blading look lame. He may as well have dressed in 90s neon spandex. And then, without anybody else replying to that comment, he's added a bit more. He's replied to himself and gone, fair play though, he's doing his thing. What? You can't just like give all that grief to him and then try and retract it? What? It's not how it works. Come on. Did you need to say it? If the summary was fair play, he's doing his thing, the bit before you not even needed really, was it? What are you planning on getting from it? Maybe there's something else better you can do with your time. Honestly, I'd just leave it. It's rubbish. Right. Google, what happened to the hammer skaters? Show me some hammer videos. 90s rollerblade aggressive videos. Easy, man. You'll have an absolute ball. There's loads of stuff. And there's still people doing hammers these days. You just got to look for it, mate. It's out there. It probably is far from the aggressive style that you like. It probably has evolved a little bit since the 90s. God, I really hope so. And we're not just doing the same stuff over and over since the 90s. What has remained the same since the 90s? I've got nothing for you. Nothing. Also, what do you mean aggressive? There's grinds in it, there's spins in it, there's wall rides, there's slides, there's stair bashes. What's it? That closed book zest slide he did, I think. He's sliding on something, which is definitely not his property. There's definitely an argument that's pretty aggressive behaviour. Jumping on stuff is not normal. So you could probably say, God, that guy's behaviour's a bit aggressive, isn't it? Bloody jumping all over the place. He's an adult. He's just jumping on things. Oh, that is aggressive. Somebody kindly put, this is going to attract more people to rollerblading. Another person was very quick to respond to that going, no, it won't. As if that's a fact. Something different and new obviously attracts different and new people, right? I mean, you can only measure that by like when people start rollerblading, you're like, why did you start rollerblading? And wait for somebody to say the Danny Beer edit. I'm pretty sure there's going to be somebody who says that, who quotes that. That's what made me start, because it looks mad fun. I've never seen anything like that before. I was never aware of anything like that. I was not aware that you could put on rollerblades and do those things, and people liked it. And he seemed to enjoy it as well. No, they won't. I think you're just talking about you and maybe some of your friends, like different times, granddad, different times. This is a bit of a long one. Dunno, man. Some of these tricks are embarrassing to watch. Doesn't make skating look fast or dangerous, which is what got me into the sport. That fast side was dope, but waiting a whole edit for one good trick was pretty dry. I'm not hating on it, but it's just not for me. Would rather watch him soul grind curves for 3 minutes than do those weird foot taps. Weird. This person is opposed to anything weird. Oh, that's weird. Ugh, weird. Get it away from me, it's weird. Embarrassing. To who? To you. Like, very personal opinion, fair enough, it's yours. It is personal. These tricks are embarrassing to watch. Doesn't that just speak to your insecurity? Are you really like that concerned to say that like tricks you're embarrassed by a man having fun? I know you feel passionately about rollerblading and you really want it to be in your vision. If it's true to just one group of people's vision, then it becomes exclusive. That's not ideal if we want to grow rollerblading. What you want to do is make it inclusive. Rollerblading has to be like a shared vision. It has to be bits of all different things to draw more people in. It doesn't make skating look fast or dangerous. Let's start with the 180 up them stairs. If he was stood in a way you could see the height at the very top, those stairs, the jump was actually higher than him, or equal to his height, which is probably about 6 foot. And he was absolutely bucking it at it. You've seen the fall. He proper skidded along the top. That's because he was going fast. That definitely looked fast as well. When he did the closed book zest slide thing, that was definitely fast. That looked dangerous for not only like his ankles, probably his knees and everything above, because he's sliding on 2 bits. You smash your teeth out. Again, I don't know if it's just because it's not commonly seen before. You've not tried it, so you've got no gauge for how dangerous that is. Like when he did that, jumped onto the rail and dropped down onto that pathway in the harbour. That was pretty high. I'd say that was fair dangerous, just jumping off things. He even split a rail. That's dangerous for your nuts. No? Get out of here. Don't worry about this edit. Rollerblading's still going to be there tomorrow as long as you put on your rollerblade. Spotty dog.